Hi, I'm Stephanie. A couple of years ago, I discovered that I'm an 8th First Nation, and I was recently accepted into the Qalipu Mi'kmaq Band, the second largest Aboriginal group in the country. I want to feel the size of this group and learn your stories, so I'm getting the ball rolling by sharing my Qalipu story in exchange for yours. This is about discovering part of who I am. Elements will resonate with over 20,000 people in Newfoundland who are putting together the pieces and becoming proud of their Mi'kmaq heritage. I'm the eldest of three, daughter to a proud Newfoundlander Canadian diplomat. Born in London, England, I spent most of my childhood in Asia, having also lived in Europe and North America. I felt Canadian, but people could always call my bluff. I remember chatting with classmates about Wayne Gretzky after I had moved back to Ottawa from Hong Kong. They broke into hysterics when I asked what kind of music he played. Over summers in a family cabin on lakes in Newfoundland, I remember finding my Newfie relatives to be a great source of fascination. I was also aware that my mother, siblings, and I seemed odd to them. While we spoke French and English, my relatives spoke with their own vocabulary. Sometimes our accent confused them because it changed from one visit in Newfoundland to the next depending on where in the world my parents were posted and what kind of schools we attended. I had always identified as a Canadian, in the broad sense though. I could never pinpoint a place if someone happened to ask where in Canada I was from. Not BC, though I obtained my BA there and learned how to survive through 30 days straight of rain. Not Ottawa, though I had lived there the longest out of any city. And not Newfoundland, though my father's entire family still lived there. But since the discovery of my family's Mi'kmaq heritage 4 years ago, I feel deeply rooted to Canada. My grandfather was from the land, more than he even knew. His mother hid her heritage so that her husband, my great-grandfather, could be employed by the paper mill, the largest source of employment in Corner Brook. My grandfather's entire career, also in the paper mill, would have been impossible if he had disclosed his mother's heritage. And he didn't even know about it. By learning about the Mi'kmaq and the Qalipu Band, I'm discovering similarities between myself and my Mi'kmaq family. The Mi'kmaq were nomads and used the land in a sustainable manner. Likewise, I strive to live my global gypsy life with as small an ecological footprint as possible. The Qalipu are a landless band, so in essence we are still nomadic. The Mi'kmaq were also very welcoming with the French settlers in the 1600s. Both groups lived in peace with each other and respected each other's lifestyle. They did not need treaties for 160 years to remain at peace with one another. My Mi'kmaq father was so friendly with the French that he wed and had children with my French mother, who he had met in France. And my family's interest and father's career in diplomacy can also be linked to our Indigenous heritage. The Mi'kmaq were skilled diplomats from their earliest contact with the settlers. Indeed, Chief Mambotu signed treaties with Rome as early as 1610 and converted to Christianity with Mi'kmaq elements, which made negotiations smoother and easier. My Mi'kmaq heritage is helping me to discover my identity through my country. It reinforces the importance I attach to sustainability and protecting our planet, while instilling a sense of belonging that was previously unknown to me. While I continue to feel connected to many places in the world, I feel deeply Canadian. Thank you for listening to my story, and please share yours about becoming a Qalipu Mik'maq band member.